we are playing Alundra again. Last we left off, we had gone to Tarn's Manor and gotten the Book of Elna. We did this, because the scientist dude asked us to. Apparently he thinks we will be able to save this dying old man with it. Apparently there's a nice suicide epidemic in this town also. Pretty sure just pumping some antidepressants around for a little bit might double the lifespan of everybody here. Or maybe some therapy. On good old-fashioned, non-copyright infringing Catholic guilt. Nothing else. So anyway, apparently that bullshit about being a dreamwalker is, true. Of course it's true, it's a video game. Kinda wish I'd saved up and bought that other heart container, but it won't be that big a deal. I suppose this would be a fairly horrifying dream. Lord knows I wouldn't want to go through it. Usually enough, I think you do find stuff as you're going through, and, like, you can use it and keep it even if as you go through the game. There's still... It's an old enough game that there's still design choices I dislike. I'm not certain how to get there. Oh, come around the other way. Boy. Are they all set up like that? Oh, that's just... not even fair. Extra creepy. It's not everywhere. I don't like how the pathways through are, like, under the arches there. It just seems silly. Such a cartoony running noise. Where did I fuck up? To have missed something here. I would still take this any day of the week over that damned sand level. The desert. The desert is hell. There may actually be a stage that takes place in hell, but I doubt it will be as hellish as the desert. Well, I'm missing something, clearly. believe that one flipped. Weird. Well, not really. Makes sense, I guess. Ah, yeah. Still annoying, though. See? There's a pathway there. I didn't even notice it. I hate shit that's laid out like that. Especially, like, right there. It's just a pain in the ass. Let's see. Anything else here? Dead grass. Well, looks dead. One thing I don't like about this is, like, the first boss you get to, it's like the Zelda games, you always get an item beforehand, and it somehow ties into the fight. Ah, I see. Yeah, you always get an item before the boss fight, and it somehow ties into the fight. Like, the Armus Knights in Link to the Past, you get the bow and arrow, and it works super good on them. You get to the giant moth monster, and you get the flame rod, and it kicks the shit out of that. Did I get through any of those in sequence without fucking it up? Don't know, man. You live in a really fucked up town. Everybody's like super depressed there. I'm probably gonna open up a news shop or something when I get done with this. That seems like a better use of my time than anything. Oh dear sweet Jesus, it's gotten big enough to get invulnerability frames. So anyway, it's a little bit spoilery, but this whole premise of going into people's dreams and fighting shit, it's gonna continue to be a thing throughout this game. And this one's not too bad. It's just a giant slime monster, you beat the crap out of it, you go on. There are later ones, I think, that you actually have to account for and, like, not let the guy that your dream, or the guy that, you know, is hosting the dream basically die. Because he totally will if you let him. Then again, you will if you don't be careful too. Stabs, stabs, stabs. Like, everything in this fucking game, at least at the beginning, just feels like a brick wall to try and fight. And I've seen worse. It's not like I'm playing Monster Hunter or anything in here, but still. Life up. Worth the hit. Ooh, you know what else got to be a pain in the ass game with the boss fights? I completely forgot I had healing items until now. What was it? Super Nintendo game. You got to run around as all these different animals, and you transform into, like, newer animals down the evolutionary chain as you went. I think it was Evo, The Search for Eden. The boss fights in that game were just dicks to you. It's just a tiny weapon to take on a giant monster with. But it worked. Please don't try to kill yourself when you get home, old man. The town's thinning out quickly enough as is. Be nice if the transitions didn't stutter as much. But what you gonna do? Maybe they could give him a chair? Or let him lay down? You say I came back from the nightmare, but I'm still in this horrible town. Does everyone still want to die? And all it took was nearly being slowly digested by a giant slime monster to make everything feel that much better here. If you didn't guess by the fact that he has a title, Chancellor Ronin is kind of evil. Well, I don't know, I didn't get that far in. I know at some point he does something that doesn't sit well with somebody, I don't remember exactly what. But he's definitely not nearly as straight-laced as his position would entail. Which I guess is actually pretty true to real life, maybe? I guess it depends on where you live. We still haven't found a way to make the dog capable of doing anything but crab walking when it's going north or south. Somehow it's still okay when going east and west. This certainly doesn't sound like a trap at all. They even went to the effort of giving him a backpack, so that you can actually see where he stores all of his stuff. And I think most of it's compact enough to where it doesn't really overflow the theoretical space that would be there. Whereas Link, I think, all but literally ass pulls everything. Maybe he's using a Sylladex, and it's rigged up to where he can only map between 2 and 3 items at a time. Sure, why not? Whatever appeases you. Those are some big-ass candles. I'm gonna guess Alundra's probably average height between, 5'8" 5'8" and 6 foot even, so that'd put that at what? 8 to 10 feet? He can jump to where maybe he can see over it just a bit. Is there anything here I can get yet? You'd think I'd remember this, but I really just haven't touched this game that much. I know there are ways to open these up, eventually, but damned if I can remember any of them. Maybe when I get the bombs I can do that? I'm ready to get the ball and chain. It's so bitching a weapon. It just wrecks shit unendingly. Okay, I can jump that high. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with the architecture of this game. It's fairly nice architecture. You can tell just a little bit of thought went into it at the very least. Another game that had an interesting setup was Wild Arms, the very first one. All the houses were designed to where, like it doesn't transition to a different screen like it does in most RPGs. You go in and the roof becomes transparent and it shows you the layout of the house. If it's a multi-story thing, there will be a staircase somewhere, and it does another transition to each floor. That cuts out once you get to the, like the world map and everything, but actually inside the towns, yeah, that was super neat. I always liked that setup. It's not like Pokemon where there's literally a kitchen and a single bedroom in everyone's house. If that. So apparently Inoa Village has a hunter, like, that just lives there. Swoosh, 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 swish, slash, money. Oh man, I wish I could go and just hit bushes for money in real life. Literally anything in the world that pays is more lucrative than my current profession, I think. This could very well be more profitable than my current profession. It sounds like there's a joke there, but I don't get it. I remember reading an article somewhere, a game developer left like a rant hidden in the source code to a game, and someone uncovered it later when they were dumping carts for emulation purposes. He was whining about a developer asking, or a manager trying to get him to store 10 bits of data into 8.4 bits. Which doesn't work. That's just not how it works. I wonder if... let's go see if the hunter guy is in yet. Running does not work well with stairs, which is somewhat realistic to life, I guess. Nope. Still gone. That or I have the wrong house. Might be both. Well, I am halfway to a new heart container now. None of this other stuff is useful. I think you will eventually get the armor that's in there, but not through purchasing. It's not like Link's Awakening, where you can like pick one item and steal it and then never go to the shop again, because the guy will murder you. Alright. Well, we've gotten the Book of Elna back. We finished off Wendell's nightmares, both figuratively and literally. Let's cap this off for now and see what comes next. Next episode, of course.